Welcome everyone to the Dirt Couch Podcast with me, Jack, and Tank.
I thought you said me as a Jack, like you're Jack.
I thought that's what you were saying too. Include your audio. Make sure your audio's included. Probably should do that first. Is your guys' audio included?
No,
Cameron, come on, bro.
it was a joke.
Don't be crimping. We gotta do the plank at the end of this room.
Oh, dude, I wanted to get back into that.
So did I.
That helps my back.
I keep remembering it like 7 minutes after we get off, and then forgetting about it.
Same.
Guys, I'm gonna plank so
Okay.
hard I'm gonna float.
Okay. Like the freaking Ghostbusters scene.
I don't know that scene.
You never
So,
watched Ghostbusters?
I have
Not
seen
the
it. I don't know what
Ghostbusters
you're talking
thing.
about.
This was
Okay.
Well, doing DVD concepts. Right, guys?
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
DVD Concepts Part 2. We already did one.
part
Oh,
trade.
the sequel.
The prequel. Yes, the sequel.
The sequel sucked.
Well, let's...
I got really mad at you for a second, but then I realized that I don't know what those words mean. Okay,
I need to pull up my stuff.
Rage, it is time for you to go.
Well, I went to the perfect slide. Just randomly scrolling.
You put it
You
on
made a
slides?
slideshow?
Google Slides.
What?
Internet's not working very well.
Hold up, let me bring
Maybe
my
you should've, like-
PowerPoint.
Rage, do you have a notes app on your phone?
Yeah. I did my Apex
Maybe
one.
you should start doing
But
your
I'm
concepts in
DB
the notes app.
ones first on the Google slide, and I'm just gonna have one big Google slide of DVD concepts.
Okay.
Okay, my chapter.
Mhm.
Cursed motifs.
Can you say that again?
Cursed motifs.
Cursed motifs.
What?
Interesting.
What does that word even mean?
It's like art or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. Okay,
Look it up.
you start with my killer. Okay, the feral.
The feral.
Mm-hmm.
Can you use it in a sentence?
You when you see your sister.
What?
What do you mean in a sentence?
Spelling bee.
Okay, the
You don't know
feral.
what feral means?
A stealthy
Okay,
and
Rage, continue.
a stealthy and surveillant killer able to locate survivors and plan a silent attack, and excels at catching survivors off guard rather than chasing.
Interesting.
Medium, total radius 8 meters, movement speed 4.6 meters per second. Okay,
Can you
Comes the
say
lore.
that last part again?
what? Are you dumb?
Because your mic cut out.
Movement speed 4.6 meters per second.
Cool. Next.
Okay. During the age of exploration, Hugo Ferdinand was a Swedish man with a fun adventurer. Exploring nowadays Romania, he found treasures, locations, and plants that nobody has ever seen. And all he has seen written in his journal. Is my mic sounding fine?
Mm-hmm.
Today, he sets off for another adventure. But this time, he would go more up north, as he thought he would go north. It was my spelling.
Your spelling? You can't read your own spelling? Your
As
own
he throws his
typing
backpack
handwriting?
and jumps on his horse, he rides into the bright sunset.
Mm-hmm.
1 week later, galloping at high speeds, he makes his way to the modern-day Lithuania. But his horse jumps up and starts getting out of control, whipping him around. The horse kicks him off and runs away. Come on,
It's
that
called
annoyed.
bucking, okay?
My third horse is
You
here.
bucked him off?
But then he felt a dark presence, an unexplainable chill. Perhaps the horse was disturbed by it. He walks forward, cutting thick brush in front of him, and he stood in awe. A black, massive tower loomed before him.
The Iron Sauron.
There was a big door with symbols and hieroglyphs. None he has ever seen before. But what were they inscribed by, he wondered. He looked up. The tower seemed to go up infinitely. How could he have missed this, he thought. How could anyone have not seen this? He opened his journal to write his findings down. He drew the tower, and as soon as he finished, the ink faded away. Anything he wrote down faded away, and all his other findings were gone. What is this? Plessy said, with a cautious tone.
What is this? It's kind of like that book that you wrote the SCP or something in, and it disappeared. Remember? In here? In the dirt couch room?
He looked back up in the sky and saw a storm not too far away. With curiosity and nowhere else to go, he entered the dark tower. When he entered, the door closed behind him. The room was pitch black. He tried to reopen the doors, but they wouldn't budge. He would have to figure out how to get out. He went around the walls of the room, but he didn't feel an opening. And he heard a sound. He didn't know what sound, but a sound more or less. He listened more deeply. It sounded like scuttling. An animal down here? He thought. He got on his arms and knees and tried to pursue the animal. Being in the dark felt like his hearing improved. After many attempts, he snatched the animal, squealing as he grabbed it. It was a rat.
Ooh. Gross.
But there was something attached to it. It was a flashlight. Since he had no other food, he shoved the rat in his pocket. For later, maybe.
What?
He turned the flashlight on and stood in awe. He was in a massive circular room, with etchings all over the wall. He found another door and opened it. Going up some stairs led him to another door. Though weary, he had no choice. He opened the door, and luckily there was light. He walked in. It seemed like a bedroom. Trying to reopen the other door, it was locked, obviously. What kind of game is this, he said. He looked around, scavenging for anything. He opened the closet and found a door behind the clothes. Then the tower shook. All the clothes and bedsheets around the room began to rise and descend on him. He unsheathed his sword, getting ready for a fight. Against the clothes. The flying fabric attempted to choke him, but he sliced all the clothing up. But from behind him was a big dark jacket. Behind him, a big dark jacket wrapped around him and brought him to the ground. But it wasn't shipping, but it was attaching to him. It was a perfect fit. He stood up with his new jacket-like robe. He stuck his hand in the pocket and grabbed a key. He opened the door and proceeded through the next room. He reached the top of the stairs and found another door. But this one is different. The etchings were red and the border of the door was a blood-like substance. He let out a big exhale and entered.
Mm-hmm.
It was another circular room. There was no ceiling. The room seemed to go up infinitely. This has got to be the final room, he said. He walked to the middle of the room to see an altar. There were words on the top slate. An offering must be waged for the beast to come forth. And below that, an offering of power, an offering of death, an offering of God's might. He set his sword on the pedestal, thinking that's what it wanted. Then an ear-piercing screech bounced the walls. It brought Hugo to the ground, and from the endless sky, a mighty creature descended.
Not Hugo.
A giant bat landed on the ground, ready to attack. The bat tried to peck him, but Hugo dodged to the right. With no weapons,
Hugo.
He would have to think outside the box.
The
beast brought himself in the air and attacked with his clawed feet. Hugo dodged the first one, but the second one struck him across his face.
Oh, no!
With blood falling down his face, he couldn't give up. The beast landed, preparing for a final strike. As a last-ditch effort, Hugo pulled out a bottle of leftover gunpowder. He threw all
The rat! The rat! He could have used the rat as like a distraction.
He threw the gunpowder at its face. As the bat sneezed and tried to wipe it from its face, Hugo jumped on its back. The beast tried to shake him, but Hugo had a good grip on him. Hugo climbed to the top of his head and petted him, and caressed him. The creature all of a sudden became calm. With sweat down Hugo's face and blood over his black robe, He jumped down, and the bat walked over to the altar and let saliva run through his mouth and into the altar. The altar opened, and a knife was inside. He picked up the knife and looked at the hilt confused. Inscribed was the words, perception, acceptance, and wit. He fed him his rat, and the creature insisted he got on his back. He got on the creature. He got on the creature. Got on the creature, and the creature flew up through the tower and into
Why'd
the
you say that
void.
3 times?
Emphasis.
Flew into the tower, into the black void.
He flew into the tower. Whoa.
No, it had the endless. There was no ceiling. It just went up infinitely.
Yeah.
Part of it was like a gateway to the entity's realm.
The entity.
Okay. The power. Sonic Curse. Okay. His first ability is Curse of Binding. Within a 36-meter range, any survivor within a 36-meter range, any survivor doing an action becomes vulnerable to his attack. If you look at a survivor that's doing an action, tap the ability button to force them to continue the action for 5 seconds. Healing, cleansing, blessing, mending, unhooking, and repairing will make you vulnerable to this. You're able to bind survivors to generators through walls in a 36-meter radius. So, basically, let's say you're approaching a generator.
Yeah.
You use your ability on the generator. All the survivors on it are stuck to doing it for 5 seconds. So
you will rush me.
So easy pickings for grabs.
Yeah.
And when they're doing totem or healing, they'll be stuck to healing, get a free hit. And he has a short.
Can't you grab off of a totem?
No.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, totem, yes, but I thought you were gonna say healing.
Not healing. No. I know you can't grab off a healing.
And if you time it right, at an unhook, it just stops there. Unhook, it doesn't freeze them on for a grab. And yeah, and he has a short tear radius, so you'll never see it coming. You always have to. And spine shield does not work. I couldn't think of a thing for spine shield, so I'm like, spine shield no work.
Okay, one question before you continue.
You just look away.
But you have to look at them to freeze them.
One question before you continue.
Yeah.
Rage, are you done with all of your killer stuff yet?
No.
Okay, before you finish your killer stuff, should we each say our killer and then go around and do the survivors next? So it's not one person talking for an hour? Because that gets boring.
We have to finish the chapter.
Come on.
I agree with Jack.
So you finish your killer stuff and then it'll go to me or Karen.
Then his second ability, Summon Beast. When the active ability bar is full, press the action button to call upon Iantis, the Bat Lord. Iantis, flying through the air, will track any movement, running, walking, or sneaking, and will give you a killer instinct of their location. Using this ability removes your tear radius until over, and it lasts for a minute, 30 seconds. So literally on the map, a giant bat will be flying around, and any survivors moving, they'll get their killer instinct, their heartbeat.
Ooh. That's the Legion thing, right?
Yeah. And you have no tear radius.
Other killer has it too, but yes.
Really?
Yeah. Nemesis, Pyramid Head.
Okay, now.
Nemesis.
The artist.
Perks.
Yeah, whenever they vaccinate, their killer instinct is shown.
That makes sense now. Never mind. Just continue.
Okay, perks. Echolocation. Your sense of survival and surrounding guide you. All totems are shown to you. When stuffing a boon, it destroys one other boon. You can break a totem, and when you do it breaks another random totem. And any totem broken is a 1% haste for the rest of the game.
So when can you just go and break every single totem?
Yes. And when you snuff a boon, it breaks the whole totem. And then it will break another boon totem.
What if you use that in Pentimento?
That's a thing.
What's Pentimento?
You can rekindle broken totems, and then you make them into the hex totems.
Say no more.
Next perk, Insurrection. The entity doesn't favor the oblivious and the ignorant. Now this perk would like work with the killer. Grab survivors 50% faster.
It is a killer perk after all.
Grab survivors 50% faster. When pulled off a gen, it loses 17% progress. When pulled off the hook, struggle goes down 10%. So he can just freeze you, get free grabs, so then you lose progress.
Seems kind of OP.
You lose how much progress?
17% gen progress and
I knew it.
10%.
That seems a bit much.
You're a bit
You
much.
can't be oblivious or ignorant. You gotta be wary.
Can't be affected by the ability.
Can't be cringe.
Okay.
Also, seems like a terrible perk because that is like the only killer you would use it on.
Ghostface? Michael? Other stealth killers? Because killer's a stealth killer.
No.
Pig?
Yeah, but even then, they don't get grabs often.
Depends. It's like one of like the perks that you screw with and get value sometimes. It's very epic. And I made a new type of a perk. It's called
Also,
Risky
Rage.
Repair.
Wait. There is one issue. She always is an issue. Nurse with that perk, though. That just makes her even more unstoppable.
But you're not gonna run that perk on Nurse.
You don't really need any perks for Nurse besides gen control.
No, you don't even use gender control Nurse. You just use Infectious Fright and just go crazy.
But, yeah, I guess you could use that just to find out where they are at all times.
Okay, my new perk, Risky Repair, Forsaken Blade. So it's Scorch Hook. This is Risky Repair perks. This is when picking a gen. This effect is on the gen for 90 seconds. So this happens when kick a gen. When a survivor fails a skill check, a Risky Repair gen, they lose a health state, or if they're injured, they have to mend. Any survivor working on a gen, they're blind. So, like, if one person fails a skill check, everyone on the gen gets injured.
Dang. That'd be a horrible solo queue perk.
And they only know it's trapped till it activates.
Okay. Speed.
So you can't be failing those skill checks,
Can't be
Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, eerie
Okay,
add-ons.
so is that...
Iridescent bloody ear. You can't immobilize
Ew.
survivors, but you can immobilize pallets. So
What
instead
does that mean?
of freezing survivors, you can stop a pallet from being dropped. And still has the same cooldown value as is freezing survivors.
Isn't there already an iridescent ear?
But this one's bloody.
Fair enough.
And Rat's Tail. When the beast is summoned, all survivors are jump scared and they are exposed for 60 seconds.
Now, I'm pretty sure that is already a thing. I'm pretty sure that's
The Demogorgon
Rat's
add-on.
Tail. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Rat's Tail is a Cenobite perk. I mean, add-on.
This area would be pretty good. It's like when the bat spawns, you don't want to move because they're exposed, and then he can also see you.
But
So you gotta not be goofy.
Rage.
And
Rage.
yeah.
Why you got 4 candles and we only got 3, each of us?
And the jump scare would be like a FNAF jump scare with like the bat coming out screen and be like.
Hey, Rage.
And that is my killer done.
Rage.
Cool.
Why do you have a thing on top of your head?
Why are you focusing on things around me?
Rage, go in third person. Never mind.
Using one hand.
Okay, who's the next? Actually, let's talk about rages for a second. I thought it was pretty cool. Second, you said his name was Hugo Leonard?
Hugo Ferdinand.
Ferdinand. Hugo Ferdinand.
Hugo Ferdinand.
Ferdinand.
What was
Can you say it again,
the
please?
killer's name again?
The Feral.
Ah.
Wait,
And I'll just kind
is
of
Hugo the... Never mind.
tell you what he looks like. He's a bald guy with a scarred face because the claw on his face, and he's wearing like
Yeah.
a Cenobite like vest, robe,
Yeah.
jacket thing,
hmm
and he has a knife inscribed with the word.
Does he have any facial hair?
Nope.
No facial hair? So he looks pretty much almost exactly like the Cenobite, but with like a battle scar.
Hmm.
Lame.
And a knife.
You said he was from like the exploration age or whatever.
Hmm.
Isn't that... When was that?
I don't know.
Isn't that like when like when the British were like up in India and Africa and they had like those like Tarzan times, you know? It's
I
like
don't
the
know.
like the early 1800s or something, 1700s. I honestly don't even.
No.
I'm
Oh
entirely
yeah,
sure.
like the one dude from Jumanji, the original movie.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, your guy could have had like one of those cool like
Safari hats.
British safari hats, you know, and had like the mutton chop
But that one looked like a
Yeah.
killer.
stuff going on. Yeah, but like evil version of it. It's like dark and inverted.
I don't know. He's an evil killer in the movie Jumanji. So
I don't remember that.
yeah, he was trying to
Okay.
kill them. Remember?
No, I don't remember that movie. The only thing I remember from that movie was when Robin Williams dropped the dice in the lady's hand. Or no, the lady went to go drop the dice in Robin Williams' hand and he moved his hand out of the way, making her roll, and I thought that was the sickest thing. Like, wow, he just played you. You just got played.
Well,
Okay.
someone else.
Who's is next? I say whoever is holding a fishing rod goes next. Haha.
Unfortunate. Okay, someone
Okay.
step up to the podium.
I'll go next. Okay, I'm gonna send the pictures to the group chat.
Get Rage. You picked all of them.
Okay, I'm not gonna start until the pictures send.
I thought these were your pictures. I was so confused.
What, the memes? The memes?
He's Anakin from Clone Wars.
No, stupid. Hang on, my
Is your
internet's being
mom
goofy.
gay?
Okay,
My internet's being real goofy, dude. Oh, they're sending.
one of them is because Kit Fisto was underwater.
Did you guys get them? Did you guys get the pictures?
Hmm.
Okay. My killer is the Clock Man.
Fuck, man.
His ability.
Do
His
lore first.
LB is... Okay, lore first. Okay. Young Dmitri was a young child in Soviet Russia. It was 1974. He often stayed up late reading books about the wars. One night, his parents caught him staying up so late and told him, "If you keep staying up this late, you'll be visited by the Clock Man." Dmitri wasn't afraid of this Clock Man. He continued to stay up late, and eventually, when he was in school, he was so tired that he fell asleep during class.
No.
It just so happens that a fire drill happened, but it wasn't a drill. None of his classmates or the teacher noticed him sleeping. He burned alive in that school, and his sorrowful spirit
Ew.
roams the urban streets of Russia, making sure kids go to sleep early.
The streets of
His,
Russia. Everywhere in Russia is
the
haunted
urban-
by him.
The urban streets of Russia, yes. the urban streets, like the cities and such. His
Me
physical
visiting
description.
Moscow. Go to
His
sleep.
his physical description: a short man who looks very similar to Rasputin, long black beard, long black hair, cold weeping eyes, with intense bags under them showing the effects of sleep deprivation. He wears a dark and dirty blue cloak stained with stained yellow moons patched on, and a sleeping cap of the same pattern. He carries a small trashed clock around with him to show kids how late it is. Okay, his ability. LB, cast the sleep spell on a survivor to make them slightly slower for several seconds, and they can't do stuff for the same amount of time. Survivors get a slight speed boost after the effect is over. Perks. Insomnia.
Hey, I have a question about
Survivors
your
who
power. Hold on.
Yes.
What does lightning?
How does he cast it?
LB.
Like, does he go through an animation? How does he put it on Survivor?
He holds the clock up and he's like tick 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 and it goes and it shoots forward, kind of like the kind of like the new killer. What's her name?
Curly.
This is long black hair, cringe. Curly? That's her name, Curly?
Artist.
The artist, yeah. Kind of like her little raven thing, but like much faster and more accurate, you know?
Mhm.
And, yeah. That's what it's supposed to do.
Mhm.
Okay. The perks. Insomnia. Survivors who haven't done any actions in 30 seconds will have their aura shown until they do an action.
Mhm.
Trance. Survivors hit the basic attack. Survivors hit by the basic attack will be slowed immensely after a longer initial sprint. So, like, they get hit, and then you know how you get like a sprint
Mhm.
boost when you get hit? They can sprint for longer, but they are incredibly slowed, like almost to the crawling speed. Just like that's how fast their sprint is after they get hit. And after that sprint, which is longer. And last perk, Hex, Bedtime. Survivors in the area effect of this hex won't be able to perform any action until the hex is removed. The effect doesn't show up on this. The effect doesn't show up on the screen, and the effect is permanent no matter where they go until the hex is cleansed. So even if you like step tiny bit into the hex's area of effect, you cannot do any actions until you find that hex and remove it, even if you leave the area of effect.
Mhm.
Add-ons.
Cool.
Shattered Clock. Increases duration of ability. Lame. AK-47. Adds Gopnik Russia effect on screen for extra Gopnik levels. Next, Meme Sunglasses. Makes all survivors' screens slightly darker.
Okay. Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
That ability sounds exactly like Doctor's shock therapy. You hit him with it, can't do nothing.
Oh, dang, it does, doesn't it?
Except for like this part.
Yeah, I didn't put much thought into the ability. I
Really?
put much thought into the lore.
That's pretty cool.
I can tell the
Yeah, that's
lore
pretty
is like up here, and then everything
The
else
ability.
is just way down here.
Okay, Cameron, what is your killer perk and add-on and description?
Okay,
and
so
lore
the
and
name of
such?
the chapter is The Wrath of a God. The killer's name is the God.
God.
Ability. Insta kills everyone and wins the game.
Okay, wait, hold up. I'm ill prepared for a second. I gotta send the photo.
Ill prepared.
Well, I didn't think of a Mori. God's Mori. Puts him on the
Oh, we gotta
cross.
think of more.
Oh, I did it more. It's on here.
I didn't do
Hold
more.
up.
I'll think of one by the
I
end.
gotta figure out how to pronounce his name.
I just thought of a Mori.
Thanatos.
Okay, Thanatos.
Thanatos?
Thanos.
No, wait.
Like Thanos?
Okay, hold up. I gotta be able to
Ability,
pronounce this
snap.
person's name too.
Half the survivors DC.
Okay.
Asbestos.
Okay, so Althanatos is the god of death, son of Nyx, the goddess of night, and brother of Hypnos, the god of sleep. His purpose is to carry humans to the underworld once it was their time to perish. One day, Thanatos was taking Queen. I already forgot how to say her name, but I'm just gonna wing it. Alcestis' spirit to the underworld when he was caught by Hercules. Hercules wrestles with Thanatos and promises to release him if Alcestis, I don't know how to say her name, so be released. Thanatos agrees and Queen Alcestis awakens. After this, Hades, god of the underworld, punishes him by banishing him to a new realm. Thanatos wakes up in a new world he never knew existed. In this new realm, he could sense a dark presence, and his powers were weakened. All Thanatos knew was he had to listen to this entity in hopes to be able to return to his world.
Entity
you're an atheist.
Entity goes from grabbing a K-pop star to a god.
Well, technically, he didn't grab him. Hades banished him here. And then
So
the
Hades
entity's
is the
like,
entity.
you're mine now.
Hades is the entity.
No,
Yeah,
Hades
an
has
atheist.
a Sunday treat with the entity. Jack,
Sunday treat.
This is Greek mythology.
This is
Behavior goes from K-pop star that throws knives to god that does something big.
You'll find out in a second. He has 32-meter carry radius. He's 4.6 meters per second. Shut up, Reg. Okay, so his ability is called Death's Blade.
Mhm.
Okay, so strap in, because this gets complicated.
Wait. You didn't send anything to the group chat.
Oh, yeah. Well, I get to appearance later. I'll just send it when I get to appearance, okay?
Okay.
When activated, your sword is weapon's a sword, by the way. When activated, your sword lets off a black mist, and when you hit a survivor, they are inflicted with Death's Mark. Once a survivor is marked, the ability is cancelled, and only one survivor can be marked at a time. After 20 seconds of a survivor being marked, you can reactivate your ability, incapacitating them instantly. And that survivor creates an aura around their body that is 12 meters. So a 12-meter aura around them, and they cannot crawl.
Even with tenacity?
Yep, nope. Even with tenacity.
So you one-shot them if they're marked, if I'm getting that right?
Yeah,
Something.
once you mark them, 20 seconds, and then you can reactivate your ability and you kill them instantly.
Or them instantly?
No, not Mori,
That
but
is-
they gotta go down. And then they create a 12-meter aura around their decaying body, you could say. That I'll get to in a second. So this aura around
That
them,
is unbelievably OP.
if any survivor within this aura is within this aura for more than 3 seconds, they will take 1 state of damage. The aura effect around them is removed once you either pick them up and hook them, or if a survivor picks them up, or they pick themselves up using like exponential, unbreakable, soul guard, something like that.
Exponential? What? There's a new one that does that?
Yeah.
It's a boon.
Okay.
Oh my
When
gosh.
survivors are marked by Death's Mark, they do gens and heal 10% faster while they're marked. And also, I forgot to mention this earlier. I probably should have. When Death's Blade is active, so when you first activate it, and your sword gets the effect, so you can apply Death's Mark. Your lunge, range, and speed is increased. Yeah. But there's more to the ability. While a survivor is affected by... Oh, wait. I already said that. If someone is on their last hook and they're affected by Death's Hook, When you activate it, you teleport behind them, and you do a quick Mori animation, where you will stab them in the heart with your sword and absorb their soul.
No.
Okay, that's their ability. Any questions?
I think
So
that's a
a
little
lot
bit
to
darker
take in.
by Daylight, Cameron.
Yeah, no, it's very complicated.
Why would they do gens faster?
Because it's supposed to
'Cause
encourage them to do gens. Because then
balance.
after that 20 seconds, when they go down, no survivor can get near that gen because
So they
they'll
just
be in the
instantly go
aura
down?
and die. Yeah, no. Once that 20 seconds is up and you activate that ability again, they immediately go down to the ground, and then the aura around them is created.
I don't know. It seems a little OP to me.
It's really
I
not
think-
because the
I
survivors
think it'd
could
be
just
hard
run
to
to
get
a
that
bad
first.
area.
It's really not, but
I think it'd be hard to get
Yeah.
that first hit because
Yeah,
he doesn't have
that's
any
why-
anti-loop really.
That's why I gave him the longer lunge and speed. So to the lunge attack.
He can usually still run
So-
in Myers,
so
so it'll still be
I
pretty
was
hard.
I did that just so you have a little bit more oomph to be able to get to it.
Yeah.
Basically, you kind of start off with a coup de grace. You like when that ability's active, you have a coup de grace, but also you
Isn't
move
that getting
faster
a buff?
as well.
It's like 75%.
Yeah, it's getting buffed now. But that's basically what it is you have coup de grace on when you use that ability, and you move faster. So it's not just a slow, long lunge. It's a long and fast lunge.
Mhm.
So, okay. So his iridescent
Neat.
add-ons.
quick question:
Yes,
what is coup de grace?
it makes you lunge longer.
Carry on.
Okay.
Carry on.
Iridescent.
Yeah.
Here's the iridescent add-ons. Hades punishment. Increase death mark aura to 20 meters,
That's
but it takes 28 seconds to kill a survivor who's affected by Death's Blade. So it takes 20 seconds to activate the Death's Blade to be able to knock them, but the aura they create is 8 meters bigger. Okay, second one. Iridescent Soul. Increase survivor bleed out time when affected by Death's Mark by 200%, but it takes 10 seconds to damage any survivor within Death's Mark's aura.
10 seconds, eh?
Yeah, which still I don't think is enough time to completely pick them up without any help from perks.
So then what? Never mind. I was about to say something
mean,
really
But they
stupid.
bleed out
Continue.
at like triple speed, so.
Continue.
Okay, so first perk is Hex, God of Death. Each survivor you kill or sacrifice will grant you a token. Each token gives you 5% speed boost. Permanent speed boost. Hex does not activate until the first survivor dies or is sacrificed. And it overrides any boon totem if need be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Seems like a prick a tunneler would like.
Yes.
You mean someone ahead of the curb?
Yeah. Okay, but I mean, the survivors can also just cleanse it.
But the person would
But
be
it-
tunneled out already.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't spawn in until the first survivor dies. So.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the second one is Death's Knowledge. Whenever a survivor interacts with a totem, their aura will be revealed for 5 seconds. Whenever a survivor blesses or cleanses a totem, you will gain a token. Each token applies a 3% debuff to all actions to all survivors.
Mm-hmm.
To kind of help with the, infinite boon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Last perk, Scourge Hook Demise. When hooking someone on a Scourge Hook, this perk activates. When someone saves them from the hook, they become exposed for 30 seconds and receive a 3% hindered status effect for 30 seconds as well.
Wait, what? Say that again?
Basically, it's like, what's that perk called?
Is it just exactly like make your choice?
Borrowed time.
Yeah, it's like make your choice, except you don't have to be like a certain range from it.
So it's just better make your choice.
Well, it's only on scourge hooks though, and it applies a 3% hindered effect to
Mhm.
the survivor as
What
well.
is hindered?
It makes them slower.
Oh, okay. Fancy guy over here pulling out the fancy words.
Okay. The appearance. I'm sending the picture.
This is what I've been waiting for. This is what it's all about.
I drew this myself.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Ah! Rage, now you have to send the picture that you drew.
But okay, the picture I sent, he might be naked in, but he's not naked
What?
in the movie. Trust me.
You drew that tank? Oh my
No, I
gosh.
didn't. No.
You're
But okay, but that's
Nothing
what
has
he'll.
sent for me.
That's what he'll look like, except he'll also have a belt with his sword, like the thing that you sheath your sword into. What's that called?
A sheath.
A sheath.
He's
Oh.
stupid. A scabbard.
He has a belt with that on its side, and he wears
Yeah.
like black robe type
Quick question.
stuff.
It's not sending. I don't see it.
It's just like a shirtless angel with a sword.
It's just okay. He's a dude. He has black wings. He has a sword with black He has black robes on.
Black.
He has a belt with a sheath on it, and his sword, and he has black wings.
Black.
It's pretty much all it is.
Here's
Black angels
Yeah.
matter.
Okay, I see it now. Okay, I
Okay.
see it now.
I got the Mori, and then I'm done with the killer.
And you already said you're more.
No, he has that's his quick Mori.
Oh,
That's his quick Mori if he can
Pyramid
get
Head Main's creating a killer. No, that's just his quick Mori.
No, his real Mori is really cool. So
Okay.
the survivor is on the ground trying
I'll
to
be the
call
judge of that.
what?
Can you?
So the survivor is on the ground trying to crawl away. As Thanatos walks slowly to them, he turns the survivor around on their back and touches their chest on their heart. The survivor begins to scream and shake as black mist leaves their body, and Thanatos grabs the mist and crushes it in his hand. The black mist is supposed to be like their soul.
I get it.
So he just sucks their soul out and crushes it. But,
He sucks.
okay, this is a bit of a spoiler, but the survivor's name is Alcestis. No, wait, there's more to the Mori. If he Moris Alcestis, he puts her soul into a pouch on his belt instead of crushing it.
That's interesting and cool. I'm not being sarcastic. It's just the way that I said that.
You can stop talking now.
Okay. Okay, I think your killer's
That was the god.
Ned. I'm joking.
Yeah, I thought
See,
the
the
power was
survivor-
cool.
The survivors have too much control over his power. That's my issue with it.
Why?
Mm.
Why do you have an issue with it? You made it.
I
Just
know.
fix it.
I tried to fix it. I did.
I think the power's cool and the one scorch. Like I think the other perks are dumb. Like that hex is kind of bad.
It's all about death, eh? Come on. You don't like the one that you get tokens whenever the survivor's blessed or cleansed?
It's like, well, I mean,
Come on, man. And it's 3%. It's stackable. It's to every action.
well, it can only be to 15% to the max.
No, because you
Yes,
you can snuff out a boom totem and they can replace it.
Yeah, but like just hurting themselves by doing it. The thing is,
Yeah,
it's
but they do
4%
it
worth
anyways,
infinite
right?
heals. Yeah.
Okay, well that's DVD's fault for having double speed heals. So I can't help that. I'm just doing my best to make
Yeah, I
it
thought
fair
mine-
and actually happen.
I thought of my
Okay.
while Tank was doing his little thing. Little.
You mean you weren't paying attention?
I know I was. Jack, do you know his power? His killer's power?
No.
I wouldn't
That's what I thought.
expect him to. His brain probably could handle it.
I don't even know any of the perks. I know nothing about his killer besides the Mori and what it looks like.
Okay.
I don't remember what his ability was. I don't remember any of the perks?
What's the name of him?
The god.
Yeah.
Okay.
His name was like asbestos.
Thanatos.
Oh, Thanos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
I thought of mine
Rage,
more.
your survivor.
My killer's
your
more would just be
Maury
like,
first.
he would like throw a rat in the down survivor, and the big bat would come and just. And he wipes
It could
his-
even be like you just kind of flick the rat on like you don't care.
Yeah, and then
And then the
would, like go down
bat
their
just like,
throats.
Ew. Or,
Okay.
or at the very end, he places a British flag through their heart, like, I claim this territory.
He just dumps it, just takes it down.
He teabags.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Dump.
It's literally the same thing.
Okay, so I'm just
The
gonna say
British
right now.
flag is poop.
My survivor identity is a meme, but the perks I thought of pretty coolly.
So the lore you memed on, but the perks are good? Seriously?
Okay, so his name is Jank Holmes.
You didn't even confirm or deny what I said.
Jank Holmes.
Next question.
Jane?
No,
Jane?
Jank Holmes.
Jank.
Jane?
Jank.
Jank.
Oh.
It's like Hank Jones, but like it's a little.
Jank
No way.
Stones.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. His hometown being taken down by religious drug lords, he was hired by some unlikely allies to take them down. As soon as new friends finally arrived to take out the leader, his friends hop out to confront him. And when he stepped out, a black fog consumed him. That's why Hank wasn't there, Jack. It's because the entity took him.
The entity took him, but then renamed him. Jank
Shall
Stones.
now henceforth be known as
Okay, first perk.
Jenko.
For the first perk is you take the wheel. Sometimes you can't do everything, but you're not out of the fight. When working on a gen with someone and you hop off, you will still be contributing to the gen for another 5 seconds. So let's say you want eco save, you're still getting 5 seconds of contribution.
God, Rage, you want to be generous, don't you?
No, it's not necessarily generous. It's just for an extra 5 seconds, just a little faster.
I mean, that's a cool perk, but like.
I like the name of it.
You take-
I like the name of the perk. That's great.
Okay, next perk. This one's kind of earned spirit. Your battles give you a good reputation. When you unhook a survivor, you get a permanent 10% volt speed. Like resilience, but if you save people,
Don't
very
even
good
lie.
boy. Okay, now I think I made a decent boon. It's like it'd be like Undying but for boons, but in a kind of a cool way.
You just said a combination of words.
You want
that
them to
just
have double
scrambled
infinite
my
boons?
brain.
No, but it's kind of like cool.
Double
No, it's not-
infinite boons.
It's not what you think. Boon, amazing grace. Your voice is very soothing, almost
Yeah.
hypnotic.
Jack, Rage told me about the Amazing Grace. He was singing it one day. It wouldn't stop.
Yeah.
Okay, when a boon is in play,
Say
it loses. When a boon is in play, it loses its directional humming if you have this equipped. So it still has the humming, but it's not directional. So you'd have to actually have to look for it.
Look.
And
I
then
didn't
when
know boons hum.
they do,
I didn't
when
know
a
that.
killer
They have like
is
a
in the
jingle.
when a killer's in the area of the boon, he cannot see auras. He can't see auras 5 seconds after he leaves the area.
Okay.
Is that it?
That.
It's like a reverse.
Do you have any
Undying.
add-ons?
Mm-hmm.
I get it.
Wait, survivors don't have add-ons, do they?
No, they
Oops.
don't.
Oh wait, I didn't put add-ons. No, I
Add-ons
didn't. I
on
didn't. No, I didn't.
Amazing grace.
Okay, am I next?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have
Okay.
a talking rod?
Hey, Rage. My survivor is Hank Jones. Lore. Hank Jones was a native of Montana and lived a peaceful life. He witnessed the rise to power of a fanatic religious cult led by Joseph Seed and his family. Hank Jones, helped by an out-of-towner deputy, destroyed this cult and brought the Seed family to justice. After the fact, he traveled to Russia with his wife and started a family. Soon he started having night terrors. He would see the Clockman in his sleep, and one night he woke up in a shadowy, misty place, and the Clockman chased him. He was taken by the entity then, to once again fight another fanatic cult. His physical description: African American, epic, awesome, baseball cap, awesome, and most importantly, epic.
An American.
Wait, Jack, is he awesome?
Perks. No. He is awesome
Extravagant.
and epic. What did you say? Extravagant. Cameron, stop. Cameron,
What
stop.
you say like that?
Okay, Jack, do your perks. I want to
Stop.
see how similar they are to mine.
Okay, perks. AR, a gun that once killed Peggy. Now stuns the killer for a quick second. Unfortunately, you only brought one mag, and it snapped in half, so you only have like 4 bullets. You can get an add-on to get more, but like, you know, stuff happens. I read that word for word. Next
I
perk.
love my add-ons for my perks.
Shh. Next perk. Blist Resist. Any effect that happens on you is reduced by at most 30%.
Okay.
So, like, the effects of it?
Yeah, I can
Like the
respect that.
effects, like any
So
effect put
If
on
you get
like
if you get
blindness,
exposed for 30 seconds,
oblivious
it'll be 20 seconds
like 10
now.
seconds.
Oh.
What?
It would be
What's
reduced
30%
by
of 30 seconds?
10.
Oh,
That'd be like 33%.
yeah. And his last perk, medium rare steak. Who put this here? Oh well. It's a nice healthy
No,
delicious
it'd be
snack
not.
for a carnivorous bad ASS such as yourself. Have a bite and experience the effect of borrowed time for a short period of time.
I mean, okay.
So basically, like if you're in a chase and you think the killer's about to, you know, M1 you, just have a bite of steak and you get a speed boost. But this is not infinite steak. You can only take like 2 bites or
No, I had a feeling we'd
something.
both do Hank Jones.
Yeah, I had a feeling too. You said something earlier. I don't know if it was like a couple days ago or the other day or earlier in this podcast, but you said something and I was like, come on, please don't tell me we both did Hank Jones.
Well, he didn't. He did 10
Oh, I remember
pounds.
what it was.
Yeah, this
remember
is Jen
what it was.
Combs.
I remember what it was. We were earlier today. We were talking about freaking Hank Jones or
Not
Far
today.
Cry 5 or something, and
Oh, this
you said, oh wait, that reminds me. Let's do the podcast. Okay.
Okay, my
Cameron,
turn.
You're
So,
asbestos.
My survivor is Hank Jones. No.
What?
Okay,
Funny
my survivor
guy.
is Alcestis.
Elsa?
Yes. Oh wait, that doesn't say Alcestis. After she gave her life to save her husband, King Admetus, Hercules fought Thanatos to save her soul. Once she woke back up, she was reunited with her husband. After a few hours had passed, Hades had appeared before her and banished her to a new realm. When she woke up in this new world, she saw other people working on strange machines and an overwhelming presence of evil.
Mm-hmm.
You're
Didn't
saying
see
so
that,
many
she
names, and I don't know a single one.
Basically, I looked up a
Titus,
story. I looked up a
Supers.
story about Thanatos, and
Mhm.
then I just went with that with my lore. Basically, he fought Hercules for the soul of Alcestis,
Mm-hmm.
and Hercules won, and so then he had to give her soul back,
Uh-huh.
which she lost her
I
soul
just backed
because
myself.
she gave her soul to save her husband's life. So, okay, first perk.
Hit
Sophus.
myself in the balls.
Oh my god.
Why are you moaning, man?
I hurt.
Okay, first perk.
I need
So,
asbestos to save me. Sorry, continue.
first perk. Selfless act.
Selfless act.
You get 3 tokens at the start of a trial.
Never let you leave.
Every time you unhook someone while at full health, you will heal them instantly but gain a 5% debuff to any action for 25 seconds. Doing this will consume 1 token.
How many tokens do you get?
How many
3.
tokens do you get? 3?
You get 3 tokens.
3.
And you have to be at full health
3
when you
rage.
unhook.
And you have
So-
to be at full health.
Which typically you are, but sometimes,
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay, second one, compassionate sight. Whenever you finish repairing a generator, every survivor's aura is revealed to you for 12 seconds. Whenever someone else finishes a gen, your aura is revealed for 12 seconds.
Holy crap.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
You know. Okay, last perk.
That sounds a
But
lot
never-
like my idea.
Your idea for what? What?
The doing the Gen 1
What?
revealing other auras.
I don't know what you're talking about. Rage might have helped me earlier.
What?
Benevolent gift.
If
After
Joe's
being
moves would have done the same.
healed or healing someone, your scratch marks and blood is hidden for 8 seconds.
Wait, say
Your
that
grunts
again?
of pain are okay. After being healed or healing someone, your scratch marks and blood is hidden for 8 seconds. Your grunts of pain
Do I
are
hear
reduced
somebody
by
watching
100%.
YouTube?
No.
Rage.
What?
Are you watching YouTube?
No.
I swear I heard someone else's voice in the background.
You can hear me through his mic.
Wait, what?
No, I don't think that's it. No, it was another voice. It was an older-
wait. There's more. Look at the group chat.
I am.
Fine. Whatever. Whatever.
Oh dang! Why'd you
That's-
censor?
Because it's a cover of a book, so I covered out the title of the book. Leave no trace. I drew that myself,
Oh
guys.
yeah, so I can put it on the screen. Yeah, I see.
Nothing. Such a good
So
drawing.
she has brown hair, brown eyes, and a typical Greek queen clothes, red in specific.
I thought you were gonna say in a typical Greek clean skin.
Jack, did you draw that picture of Hank Jones? You're so good at drawing,
No.
Jack.
No,
That's what
didn't.
That's not what I thought Hank Jones looked like.
That is Hank Jones, Cameron. That is the Hank Jones.
It's not the Hank Jones we deserved. It's the Hank Jones we needed.
I don't. You said Hank Jones, and it kind of made me think like that one dude from Back for Blood.
South Park.
No, like the really nerdy dude from Back for Blood.
What? Okay, you lost me.
The one Rage played, or you played. One of the two.
The black guy?
No. Hold on.
What are you talking about?
Back. Oops. Back for Blood characters. Hoffman, that's his name. Hoffman.
Who?
Hoffman.
Oh, Hoffman?
Yeah.
No, no.
That's what went in my mind.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why though?
Well, is that everybody's concepts?
I think
Yep.
so.
I think we
Cool.
might just be done with the podcast.
Well, this
ladies and
episode, you
gentlemen.
mean?
Oh.
Yes. Now I need to come up with a new idea for the next one.
I got a great idea. I'll say it right after this.
Huh?
I got a great idea, but like finish the podcast. So.
We
Before I say
need to plank.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, before we do anything else, let's do a little recap. let's each pick our favorite killer from each person, but it
Can we
can't
not?
be our own.
Okay, I was to say.
Yeah, it can't be ourselves. Our own killsers. Okay, 3, 2, 1, action.
Wait, who goes first? I'll go first, and we'll go down the couch.
Okay,
That's
go down the
obvious.
couch.
Everyone's gonna pick.
I think my favorite killer was Thanks the God.
I was gonna say that one too.
Oh well, my favorite was gonna be Rage's killer, the Feral.
Bruh, nobody liked mine, the clock
It's
man?
Doctor. His lore is great though.
My lore was
Give an
like
A+
9
for the
full
lore.
slides.
Alright,
Rage
Now
just
who-
wrote a
now-
novel, so
now who's your favorite survivor?
I think mine's gotta be Tank Jones.
I think mine's gotta be Hank Jones too.
mine's got to be Jank Hones. I just like the name and the perks better. I'm sorry.
Okay. Now we have to pick our favorite perk out of all of our perks.
Oh, like killer or survivor?
All of them.
Oh,
Good time to go
No,
back
just-
through
No,
time.
killer
Um,
perks only this time. This one, what's your favorite killer perk that has been presented here today?
I don't remember anyone's killer perks.
Neither do I.
I remember a couple of things. And some jacks. I don't remember any,
Oh,
actually. I
I actually.
I remember mine.
I also remember mine. I have them written down.
Well, I can just say now, it's probably not going to be one of Jack's.
What? Mine are so epic though. What the heck?
Although I got to say, honorable mention, Jack's survivor perk AK-47 or whatever it was.
That was an add-on. Which one, the AR or the AK-47?
No, your survivor perk.
The AR.
The
Yeah.
magazine was cut in half in 4 points.
No, it's snapped in half.
Yeah.
It stuns the killer.
Either that one or
Imagine
the
pulling
Tank
out a
Man.
gun. Imagine pulling out a gun against Trickster. Just pow, pow,
I
pow.
don't know what's better, being in DVD pulling out a gun on the killer or pulling out a stake. So,
You can use it as
It's like
spark plug bait against Demogorgon.
I bested you now. Pulls up stake.
That's great.
So I might not have to work tomorrow.
Go.
That came out of nowhere.
Well, I've been texting my grandma.
Okay.
I like
Daddy.
Rage's second perk for killer.
Cameron, I like your
What was
seventh
my
perk.
second perk?
Did you just do the same thing I did, Jack?
I like Tank's Scourge Hook perk.
Yeah.
Tank, my second perk was the worst one. It's
I
almost
just
like
said
I
your
know.
name in 1 out of 3.
I know.
So I don't even remember what it is. Which one was it?
I don't know.
Keep stalling.
You guys want to talk about that weather?
Negative 24 degrees. Kind of cringe.
It's like that, but it's like the exact opposite. It's like 20 degrees
Keep
here.
stalling.
Actually, sorry,
Um,
Rage, it's even colder. It's 16.
Darn.
Yeah, today was pretty cold
Yeah.
compared to the other days.
Today I've been pretty inside. Like every other day.
Hmm. Yeah, keep stalling.
That's right.
Let's talk about
Stalin.
Stalin.
Let's
I
talk
love
about
that guy.
Stalingrad.
I love that guy.
Stalingrad?
Let's talk about
Stalingrad was a
Lemongrad from
city.
Adventure Time.
Who?
What?
Lemongrad?
Leningrad?
Lemon.
Oh, lemon.
Stalingrad?
What's his
Lemon.
name? Lemon Grab.
Lemon.
He's the guy that's like, unacceptable.
Yeah, I can tell you based your voice off of that guy.
Yeah, I did. I
You
just
guys
people
need,
are sleeping and I don't want to do his
guys need to
voice right
wipe it.
now.
You guys need to wipe a deodorant.
Yeah,
Got
pass
you.
me the
What?
mic. Actually, I have some in my backpack right here.
I have some on my
Your
desk
backpack?
to wipe away the gamer sweat.
Yeah, that's what I use my. That's what I carry my Xbox on.
Oh.
Why are we stalling?
Keep stalling. I'm
Because he
looking
wants
for
it
a
to go
picture.
over like an hour or something. Oh, never mind.
I'm looking for a
What
picture.
picture?
I can't find it. An old picture.
Can't you just
An
scroll for
old
pictures while
image.
we blink?
No.
Oh, I have to plank. I forgot about that.
Dude,
Again?
literally said it like 2 seconds ago. Oh, you're
Silly.
British? How unfortunate.
Wait, Jack. You can just cut this all
What?
out.
Jack
I
having
could,
to
but I
edit.
don't want to.
Fair enough.
You don't have to
So
put the
we gotta keep
pictures in anyway.
going.
Me having to edit a podcast? Ooh.
Jack,
You're an-
actually,
you're an-
Darnell's
Rage
daycare.
raises a good point. You're not gonna put the pictures in anyways.
Yeah, I am. I swear.
Okay, I got. Guess what candy cane I'm eating?
What?
Guess a flavor.
Jolly
Guess
Rancher.
what?
No.
It's berry. It's the sweet tart berry thing.
Mm,
The sweet tart flavor. I think that's what the candy's called.
no.
It's a regular candy cane. It's a trick question.
No.
It's a My Little Pony one.
Nope.
SpongeBob one.
Nope.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Mm-mm.
I don't even know if any of these are flavors.
I don't even know the flavor. It's green. So I'm guessing green
Sonic
apple.
the Hedgehog?
Well, what does it taste like? You're eating it.
It tastes like green.
It tastes like sugar.
Oh my gosh, the crunch.
Oh yeah, no, that crunch is definitely green apple.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
we
green
do.
apple all the way.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
You can tell. It's obvious. Also, my game finished, by the way.
Fucking game.
Halo.
Ah,
Where's my friend tomorrow?
look. What?
Go play
Where's my
some
friend
Risk of
tomorrow?
Rain too.
Okay, I'll look for it while we
Risk of
play.
Rain character concepts.
That was a
Okay,
good one.
let's do the blank.
The Bible is in the same spot it was last time.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Rage, we just sermon. Is that what it's called?
I don't know.
Sermon.
Rage, come on. You believe in this religion. You don't even know the name.
Cameron,
I don't know the
you're an
meta.
atheist. The
Guys,
meta.
my feet are too slippery. I'm slipping on the floor.
What's the Jesus
POV,
meta?
you don't have carpet.
I have carpet.
UOV, I'm gonna lay a blanket on the hardwood floor.
Yeah, the timer.
Oh, so you don't know how I'm had this hurts my knees.
In tank, no cheating.
I'm not. I'm ready. I put a blanket down so don't, slip.
Get a blanket so you don't pee on the floor.
I pee on the blanket to go through the blanket on the floor.
And then Monty will look it up and die of AIDS.
Monty is at my mother's.
Why don't you take him with you?
Because my dad would not allow that.
Why don't you just take
His
him?
dad was a former dog slaver.
Slaver.
Why can't I find the stopwatch? Okay. In position!
Yep, I'm ready. Been ready.
I got
Jack,
the.
you ready?
You know
I
what's
got
funny is you're making all these jokes, but I do have to pee.
2, 1, go! And
There's a dent in the ground here.
We're doing 2 minutes. We're not backing down.
2 minutes.
What's the time? It's been like 2 minutes, right?
The Holy Bible. I gotta unzip it.
Why did your Bible have a zipper?
Oh, I'm
It's got a
slipping.
case. Proverbs 13, chapter 13. A wise son loves correction, but the scoffer heeds
Oh, I
no
popped
rebuke.
something. Oh, I popped something else again. Guys, things are popping.
I didn't know you were 30 years old, Tom. I didn't know you were a middle-aged man.
Dude, you don't know my back then. I have the back of an 80-year-old man.
This should help your back.
It's making it burn, so let's do something.
Why is your back burning? Your abs should be burning.
Well, I mean, they are too, but like my back's like... It's like the muscles, you know? Oh, God.
40 seconds.
Oh, hold up. Ow. Hold up.
Such a whiny.
No, I'll do the 40 seconds, but my leg is cramping.
Stop playing League. Come on, bro.
No, like a Charlie horse, dude. Wait, what's the time left?
15 seconds.
Okay, add an extra 25 seconds for
Oh
me.
my gosh.
No, for me. Just for me.
You fail. Done.
Still going. I'll go a little bit more.
Not even counting anymore. I shut it off the phone.
Let my glasses get dirty from doing that. Actually, wait, I think I know why. My hair fell on my face. I'm gonna take a big gulp of water.
My God.
Dude, my back feels better already.
Oh my God, Cameron, calm down. Jesus. Dude. My goodness.
My back feels weird. I don't know if it's better, but it feels weird. Did you hear when things were popping?
No.
Because it was like popping pretty loud.
I didn't hear anything.
End the stream.
Oh.
Stop messing with the rubber balloon.
That's my mouth. Thank you.
Fine.